Hey, everybody. Starting a little bit late. I'm off today, so I was trying to enjoy a little bit of the weather, but got set up, had my little lo-fi background on, so we got a little music today. If it's too loud, distracting, let me know. For those who don't know, my name is Mandy. I'm one half of Salt and Sass Games. I'm the one you'll see most often on the stream, so there's that. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a little solo play today. Today specifically, we're going to be looking at Escape the Dragon. Let me just do a little tweak in here. All right. Escape the Dragon. I don't know if any of you know about this game. It's from Hobby World. And it is definitely geared toward family, children. I think it's like plays 1 to 5 or 1 to 6 players. This isn't going to be super complicated, but sometimes we just need a little bit of a breather on the end of the week stream. So hopefully y'all are having a great week. The weather today is really nice. Actually, it's really nice. I was outside for a little while and I'm like, I don't want to come inside. But I think I might go for a bike ride later and then end with a little shopping. Might get another fragrance if they have the one I want. I don't need any more. I just bought Angham from Latafa. I've been waiting for that to come in at Winners, or I guess be the equivalent to Marshalls in the US. And I also picked up Confection by Kahir. Did I need these? No, but they round out my collection, and I think I'm good. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, the goal today is to play Escape the Dragon. It's literally, it kind of reminds me of Snakes and Ladders a little bit. Not really, like I guess just some of the parts of it, or other places called Snakes and Ladders something else, though. Wait, we call it Snakes and Ladders. I don't know if it's the US that says Chutes and Ladders or something. It's different. So I'd be curious to know what you call it where you're from. But maybe people say Chutes and Ladders here, but anytime I bought it, it was always Snakes and Ladders. Although I guess that's kind of scary for a kid, maybe. I don't know. That's what I grew up with. Yeah, so we'll pop in, play that. I always like to do a little chat beforehand, and if anybody has any questions. And then if we have time, we can look at something else, or we can call it, and then I'll see you all on Monday for my Cash Just Chatting stream. Although I really want to finish Amerizone. Like, we're so close to being done. I really want to get to the end of this mystery, and the chat has been extremely helpful. So thank you for helping me out with that. So let me just pop that up. Perfect. All right. I'm just checking out all the things I have on my stream. I don't know if you have this program. It's called Lo-Fi. I don't even know how well you're hearing the music. On my thing, it looks like it's not picking up super loud, but I don't want it to be too loud. Well, y'all will tell me. But yeah, you can have it on the background. You can put your tasks in there. Like a little thing you can change your wardrobe. It's super cute. But they have like relaxing music, and I had it on while I was working. So I was like, you know what? Let's see how it plays out on the stream. And if it's not too distracting and people are okay with it, I'll just have it on all the time. And I get little points and stuff I can spend on making my workspace look really cute. Because my little avatar person that's in there, literally it's like me with like cat ear headphones and like really like, cute outfit, pink and whatever else. I mean, come on, we know. All right, you are here to see me play a board game. Let me get a little sip of the water before we dive in. I did not have a chance to super look at the rules, but I did a quick glance and it doesn't seem overly complicated, so we can do it together. And then we can go from there. I mean, if I don't get this, we're in trouble. Or maybe I'm in trouble, who knows. All right, so let's swap over to the other side. Check this out. And yeah, we'll go through it together. How about that? So I think that's a good idea. So let me do this. All right, so it is a slightly different mic, different camera, so I am aware, just in case anybody's wondering. We got the fancy mirrorless or DSL on the other one, DSLR, and then this is just a regular webcam, which likes to make me look like a ghost for some reason, but it is what it is. As long as you can hear me and see me, I think that's what counts. Okay, so Escape the Dragon. This is it here. I laid the standees down flat because it's just easier to see versus standing them up. We've got our dragon. So these are our kids, and our kids are trying to make it to the village. And now you see why I said kind of like Snakes and Laddery a little bit, because, well, there are no snakes. There's more like cobwebs and stuff. But we're going to be rolling some dice to get down and the dice have to match the areas we need to get down. And we have 2 dice that, oh, come up a bit closer. Oh, camera's a bit yucky there. It's a bit bright with the light. So these dice here, as I drop them, will match these areas of how to get down to the different kind of islands or areas. And then we have a spell die, which lets us do different things to manipulate the dice to help us move our children to there. Every time we start with 8 of these, I think they're sleep tokens. I gotta double check. I'm using 8. You can, in fact, use more or fewer, depending. If you're playing with children, you may want to play with more, give them more chances. And the reason why these are important is because, oh, what was it? I think it's every time you don't move somebody because your dice don't allow it, you end up tossing a token. And the goal is to not get rid of all of these. But let me just see. Let's do it together here. So, here we go. Escape a game objective is Escape the Dragon. It's a cooperative game, so I probably should start with that. You win or lose together as a team. Your objective is to lead all the kids to the village, which is down here on the bottom, before the dragon wakes up. Okay. And a river with a bunch of small islands separates the kids from their home. The kids walk from one island to another using bridges. There are 6 types of bridges. So we have the trees, we have branches, ladder, rocks, planks, and spider webs, or cobwebs, spider webs. That's the same thing, however you want to call it. We've got our dice, like I said. That's what we're going to be rolling every turn. So 2 dice to move, and then another one to manipulate the die. That's the spell die. And then the sleep tokens. I think that's what they're called. Let's verify that. They are dream tokens, excuse me. So on a turn, we're going to roll these dice. 2 of them are going to let us move, which we talked about. We decide which path is the best for the kids to follow. And if at the end of the turn, at least one kid has reached the village, the dragon keeps seeing the same dream as before. So we don't lose any tokens. So, oh, who just popped? Let me just move my little screen over here so I can see better. Hey, Chellcat, thanks for popping in. Sorry, my notifications were working before, so now I had to fix them. But it's super cute. It is meant for like a younger audience. I'll show you the box. Like, it is for children, but I figured it's end of the week. Let's do something nice and easy, cute. You know, and I have nephews, and they might like this. I mean, they're kind of older now, so they're kind of into One Piece and, you know, those kinds of card games. They didn't mind Marvel United, but this might be a little young for them. But there's one that likes to play some of these kind of games, so I thought it'd be fun. So if at least one kid moves on the turn, the dragon still stays sleeping, so we don't lose any tokens. If no one has reached the village... Oh, sorry. Let me explain that. Sorry. If at the end of your turn, at least one kid has reached the village, the dragon keeps sleeping. So, sorry. If nobody has reached the village, then I'm going to lose. I thought it was just if they hadn't moved. No, I think it's if they don't reach the village. If no one has reached the village during your turn, so no one got here at all... Sorry. Yes. Then I have to discard a token. Oh, okay. It's harder than I thought. So, in fact... Let's rewind here. Dragon is sleeping. We're trying to tiptoe back to our home in the village. If someone doesn't make it here by the end of a turn, which is not going to happen after the first turn, we're going to lose a token. So it gives you time to get there, but you can't dawdle, which is kind of the way that would go. You wouldn't be dawdling anyway, but let's verify that I'm not incorrect. So we choose the board we want to play on. So there are 2 sides to the board. I just chose this one. There's a winter side and a summer side. So this is the summer side. And we've got the 8 kids. And keeping in mind, this game is meant to be played for 1 to 6 players. I'm just moving all the kids. Place the kids there, okay. And then the dragon is in its little pillow home. And then we have got 8 tokens. As I was saying before, if you were playing with young children, 10 to 12 tokens you could use. Or, hey, you're like, nah, I'm an expert at this and you're playing it solo. I could have made these 6 tokens. I don't know if you would have made it, but, you know, here we are. So, hey, Deadpan, thanks for coming into the stream. Appreciate it. We're just getting into the rules. I didn't have a chance to go through the whole thing. So I'm like, well, the rules seem easy enough that we could do it together. Okay, so then what's going to happen is we roll the dice. We roll all the dice. Remember, 2 are going to help us move. 1 manipulates the other dice. And we're supposed to have a discussion if it were cooperative, but we're obviously just, well, we'll have a discussion. The chat and I will have a discussion. And we can use the dice in any order. And then we can skip the ones we don't have to use. So it's not restrictive, which is great for kids. Now, the spell die, I should probably say, this is the one that gets used before you action these because they can be used before, during, and after, if I'm not mistaken, in order to get, to manipulate these dice. Okay. So something else too while I start. You know how you all are getting all these points and gold is what it is? Apparently, I'm still working on this Stream Avatars app. You can use this gold to buy stuff. So I think if you put in the chat !shop, it'll show you the things that you can buy with your money. I'm still working on it. So some of the stuff I don't think is there, but I think there are sounds you can play. There you go. Perfect. Thanks, Chelcat, for trying that out. So then now it's saying if you want to buy things, you can do !buy. Now I know for a fact name tags, there's nothing there yet. Actions, I don't think. So I think the only thing right now is probably gear you can buy, possibly. And I think if you put !sounds, but those might have like a, I don't know. I'm working on it. But anyway, and then you can see how much gold you have. I think if you put !gold, and then it tells you how much cash you have. There you go. So there you go. So it tells you the things you can buy. So you can put !buy gear and then whatever, little hats in this particular case. And then I think it'll give you a rundown. Thank you for trying the Shellcat. I appreciate it. There you go. Thanks, Deadpan. So that tells you how much gold you have. I'm still working on this. It's like a lot behind the scenes, but yeah. Okay, so now it says that you can't buy any. Okay, thank you for testing this, actually. No purchasable items. Okay, so that tells me for the character you have, there probably aren't hats in the store for you to buy. So thank you. That's something I'm going to have to fix. So I appreciate y'all trying these. These are things that I test on my own, but it's hard sometimes. So, ha! You have gold. I know. You've got Stream Avatar gold. So I'm working on it. So thank you for testing it. Hopefully you'll be able to buy stuff soon. Like when I say buy, it's just like stuff in the shop or whatever. But this is a whole programming thing. It's new for me. There's a new app I got too where you're going to be able to fish. So I'm going to try and put that on here. I don't know. Just so people can do stuff while we're chatting. Yeah. So thank you for testing it. Now I know what I need to fix. Okay, so after who popped in there? Hey, Slivers, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. We're just getting started, so this is great. It's a very simple game, but figured it'd be nice and relaxing for today. So after you've used the dice, the dragon wakes up. Yeah, if during this turn, none of the kid standees reach the village, discard one dream token back to the box. And then if at least one kid standee has reached the village, remember this is the village down here, then we don't discard any. So yeah, we're definitely losing some tokens in the first round. Okay, Sliver, so you played Duo Night Rain last night, no problem. Okay, so it was just that night there was some weird stuff going on. So for those who don't know, we usually stream on Wednesday night some Elden Ring Night Rain, and it just was not having it. It would not allow us to join a game together, but it seems it's working, so we'll be ready to go for next week. Thanks for the update, Slivers. Okay, spell dice. Okay, these are just examples, pretty straightforward. Spell die is a casting die, that's the yellow one, that allows the kids to reach the village more quickly. So during each turn, you roll that, it's part of the 3, and you can cast a spell before, after, or in between using the bridge dice, which are the white dice. So we can use that pretty much anywhere on our turn. And then they do things which I can leave open and we can do as we get there. End of the game, when all 8 children reach the village, then we win. If you have have to discard a token, a dream token, they're not left, the dragon wakes up and the game ends immediately and the dragon wins. Okay, this will be very embarrassing, but I don't know. I feel like I might struggle. Oh my goodness. Do they have different colored hats? That could be good if someone's like, move this one with the green hat. It's kind of hard to see. All right, so let us... Oh, and when you move, you can move different ones. You don't have to move the same one twice. So I'm going to put... Let's do this, actually. Let's do a little slide over here. Loop, loop, loop. And we're going to put the tokens here, and we'll just put here. These are for the spell dice. Or spell die, I should say. All right. So we'll use that. I was going to use this, everybody. This is from Gamegenic as well. So it says Catan on it, but it's actually... And I always do it wrong. There we go. It's a dice tray thing. Sorry, I have it upside down. You want it like that. So, wait, hold on. Goes like this. There you go. Something like that. But anyway, it has 2 ends. And then this kind of slaps on there, so when you roll your dice, it comes into this. I don't get to use it very often. But I thought that was really cool for... Yeah, it's nice for travel, and I like the yellow. I think I gave one to Suzanne in red, but they gave that to me. GameGenic treats me very well. And they provide me with a lot of things, like the dice trays to use on the stream. This is BGG, I think. They have little cups that flatten out, so I'm here for it. Okay, let's get to business now. We gotta roll some dice. Hey-o. Roll, roll, roll. Okay, so I have a ladder, and I got some stones. I know it's kind of hard to see for you. And we have this in the spell die, which is triple chance. You can re-roll an unused die up to 3 times. You can re-roll the same die several times, or re-roll several different dice 3 times in total. Well, so let's see where we're at. I mean, technically I could use any of these, because I could bring someone down here and then bring someone down here for that. It doesn't really matter right now. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, I could try getting a plank or it doesn't. I feel like this die is a bit wasted. I don't need to use it. But if someone disagrees with me, I know there's a bit of a lapse in how long you hear what I'm saying, but I don't know. I don't really think I need this right now. Again, I'm trying to think, should I move? So you can move 2 guys, 1 ladder, 1 stone. Yeah. Okay. So valid question. So exactly. So I could do this, 1 here, and then 1 here. Or I could do 1 here, 1 here. Or 1 here. Nope, that's it. 1 here, 1 here. So what do you think is the best strategy? Just moving the 1? Because we have to get all 8 down there, but obviously getting 1 in faster. Because right now I'm going to lose a sleep token no matter what. Or a dream token, because there's nobody in the... a child has not made it to the village yet. So what would you all do? Would you move 1 at this point, or would you move 2? So move 1, 2 spaces, or move 2, 1 space each. I know, I'm putting you all on the spot. I'm sorry. I don't know if there's like... I'm not really sure what the strategy is there. I don't know. Like, I mean, ideally making... Well, I guess you want someone in the village as soon as possible. So you don't lose dream tokens. I'd go take a nap. That's what the dragon's doing, and currently is about to wake up from his nap because we are being too noisy and in their space. Boo earns. I don't know. I guess moving 1, the 2 seems to be the way to go. In this particular instance, maybe? You're a dragon. Yeah, that was me. This morning. I'm a dragon too. Okay, I think we'll just go with moving 1 twice. I'm not going to really use this because I don't need it right now. But if anything pops out at you, let's do it. Okay, cool. That was first turn. So now we go to the dragon. Dragon's like, oh, I see. Someone's making a lot of noise. Oh, I'm awake. Oh, you've interrupted my sleep. Smoke comes out. I'm awake, therefore. That's unfortunate. I lose the token. I'm just watching my mom right now. The dogs are like scrambling to get outside. What's wrong? There's a snake? Where? Sorry, everybody. Oh my god. We'll close the door. Sorry, everybody. So, oh my gosh, my house is a little chaotic right now. I'm so sorry, everybody. You're gonna hear some barking and the things. I apologize. Once they're quiet, I can tell you what's happening, because this is really loud. Okay. Well, it looks like it's going to be, like, chaotic. So, what happened was, where I live in, like, a wooded area, and we get snakes. And my mom is very afraid of snakes. And she just went out to the back, about to go in the backyard with the dogs. And all of a sudden, she's like, ah, and panicked. Hence the reason the dogs are going crazy right now. Because they got nervous. They didn't know why she was nervous. Hold on 1 sec, everybody. Hey. Yeah, stop that. So now she's scared and like, oh god, there's a snake, I can't go outside. So sorry for that. There was a lot of chaos happening right there. And now she's using a hose to try to make the snake go away. Is anybody else scared of snakes? I'm not as. They're not poisonous. A little scary. Some of them are big. But yeah, probably had a little sunning on the deck. So, all right. Sorry, everybody. We went from dragons to snakes. Well, we are playing a snakes and ladders type game. Okay, now that that excitement's over, everybody, sorry about the barking. We lose a sleep token. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Right? We got all kinds of creepy crawlies here, but actually, and I don't know if you all missed this when I was talking earlier, we say snakes and ladders for that game in Canada. I know I've heard chutes and ladders. Does anybody say anything else for that type of game? I'm always curious. I don't know, but I know it's different. Like, we have the game Frustration, and in the US, and I don't know about the rest of the world, it's called Trouble. We also have Trouble, but Frustration would be like the Canadian, I guess, equivalent. I loved it because it was purple. Okay, I digress. I lose a token. That's gone. Bye-bye. Actually, let's take that off screen. So now I have 7 tokens. That's the end of the turn. That's literally a round. So we've got 7 more opportunities. I don't know how this is going to happen. Unless a die gives me like an extra turn. Oh yeah, we have a die that gives you stuff you can use twice. Okay, because I'm like, I don't see how I'm making this. We're also using 8 of these tokens. Okay, here we go. So we have a plank. So I could try and just push this person all the way down. Plank and a ladder. The spell die is flight. Use an unused bridge die and turn it to any side that you like. So that actually would be really useful because now I can use the plank and then I can turn the die to the branches to get to the village. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to use the plank die, whoops, for this kid. So that die's been used. This die doesn't help us. I need this to get to the village. So our little flight spell will turn this into branches. And I get to the village. Yes, the dragon will not be waking up this turn. Ba, 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 ba. All right. So dragon phase happens. Someone made it to the village. That's it. I don't know if I can do this one at a time. I'm going to lose. I have to move 2. Oh, this is going to be rough, everybody. So the version I had ladders and slides. Interesting. So then that would make sense if you called it chutes and ladders. Ours had snakes. Now, I don't know, Evil Machine Store, I don't remember where you are, if you're in Canada or the US. I mean, that's the thing about Canada, right? We get a bunch of different things. We get things from the UK, we get things from the US, so we're kind of familiar with a few different things. So you're in Brazil. So did you call it, well, I guess, obviously, speaking Portuguese, they would be different. Heyo. I say that, I'm part Portuguese. I don't speak it, but, and I know it's different than in Brazil. But what would be the translation, if you don't mind me putting you on the spot? Would it be, I guess it would be chutes and ladders, or maybe there's a different name altogether. So I'm always very curious around the world what people call things. I think learning is important, so. I digress. All right, next turn. Dragon's not waking up today. Not today, dragon. Wow, that is a lot of branches, and that is invisibility spell. Ooh, invisibility. Move 1 kid standee along any bridge from the shore near the dragon lair, which we're at, to an island or from an island to the village without using bridge dice. Okay, so this is how I'm going to do it. So actually leaving some kids up here, not a bad idea. Because it lets me from the shore, which is where I am, near the dragon. Perfect. Yes. More sleep is happening. Actually, the dragon will be waking up. Jeremiah, the Philippines have snakes and ladders. Okay, so you too have snakes and ladders. Interesting. I always wonder now what the influence is, like who gets what game. I mean, the first time I heard chutes and ladders, I was much older. Doesn't mean we didn't have it here, but I think snakes was probably more common in Canada. I'm from Western Canada, and even going from Western Canada to Eastern Canada, there are differences. So, and I'm sure it's like that for people in other parts of the world. Like one part of where you are potentially in, your place in the Philippines, it could be something different somewhere else in the Philippines, for example. So, okay, so I get to just move one of the kids from the shoreline with my spell die to an island or from an island to the Oh, wait, hold on. Move 1 kid standee along any bridge from the shore near the dragon lair to an island. Oh, to an island, or from an island to the village. Okay, so it's meant for these places or these places. Okay. I was like, what? I can take it straight from there to the village? That's great. No, no, no. That's not what that says. And even... Oh, interesting. So where you are, it's called Ladders and Slides. That's cool. And you know what? That makes sense. As a child, actually, that makes way more sense. We're out in here left field with snakes. But that actually makes so much sense. Because as kids, you go up a ladder and you go down the slide. I like that. That's cool. All right, so we're going to move one of the kids down. I also have 2 branches, which is not great, I'll be honest. Well, I could do this kid down here. And then I still have 2 of these, because that's my free move for the spell die. And then I have 2 of these I can just move down here. And then move this kid down here. Unfortunately, or maybe because Slivers is very excited about this, we are gonna, in fact, Dragon's like, wah, 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 I'm not sleeping. And a token has been removed because nobody has made it to the village. Oh, this is hard with 8 tokens. Now, I'm probably not playing optimally, but it is what it is. Oh my gosh, I'm rolling a lot of doubles. So here we have 2 cobwebs. And triple chance. You can re-roll an unused die up to 3 times. You can re-roll the same die several times. Okay, so we can mix and match here. Well, cobwebs are not terrible. So if I use a cobweb here, all I need to roll is... So if I use the cobweb, we'll use one of them. Then all I need is a ladder or tree. So I, in fact, will re-roll this die. That is not what I need. Oh my gosh, this is not good. Nope. Oh, wow. I have one more roll. Oh, a ladder. Yes. So because I rolled a ladder, make it to the village. No sleep tokens have been lost. Okay. I don't want to say it. I was going to say something. I'm like, don't say it because it'll be, yeah, not good. Okay, so if people are still playing with the games, there's another game you can do. And I think if you put exclamation bet in the chat, and then it'll tell you if you can bet on red or on odd, and it'll tell you how to do that. So if someone wants to try it, again, I'm still setting these things up, but if anybody wants to try exclamation bet in the chat, it will, there's another game to be played. So just throwing it out there. So we're not losing any sleep tokens or dream tokens. Roll, roll, roll. Okay, there we go. So we got another invisibility, which is great because this allows us to move a kid from the shoreline. We don't have any down here, just as a free move. And then we have cobwebs and we have branches. So free move here, we can do branch cobweb. I'm not going to make it. Or this one's already here. Oh no, I can't do it from there. It has to be from there. Shoot. Okay, that wasn't smart to do that. Yeah, I don't think anyone's making it this turn, unfortunately. Well, I could come down... No. If I bring someone down here for free, because of the spell die, I could then do it... It's going to be the same. This ideally would have been great, because then I could have made it, but I don't have the right dice to do it. I don't have rocks. Ugh, this is terrible. All right, that's okay. So we get our free move. So we'll move this one down here. That's the spell die. Let's in Cloak of Invisibility. We get to sneak by the dragon. And then we'll use the branches and the cobwebs to go here. We are, though, however, losing a sleep token. This is not good. Jeremiah, also over here, it's called Cluedo. Okay, for the Clue board game, until recently, when I'm already an adult, could be a licensing thing, could be importing the thing, could be even about knockoffs, I'm not sure. So I have been seeing this. I've known the game as Clue my entire life, but I have the app, and it is called Cluedo, I think. I could be wrong. Someone may correct me on this. I'm thinking just off the top of my head. And I didn't know what Cluedo was. I'm like, what is that? Like, it threw me off, and I didn't realize, like, yeah, it could be like a license or import thing. I hadn't even thought about that. Thank you for bringing that up. And I wondered, but I'm like, maybe I'm just missing something? I don't know. It's a bit weird. All right, so we lost a token. And we're going to roll again. Okay, ooh, we got a different spell die, and finally different types of ladders here. So I need the tree to move this one into the village. That's great. We're not going to lose any more sleep tokens this turn. So you know what? Let's not even play with that. But let's see what the spell die is. Seven League Boots. Choose a bridge die. You can use the result of this die twice during this turn. Oh, hold on now. So, well, that doesn't help you. I really need to move you. But I could use, two trees. So tree here. Or ladder. Ladder doesn't really help me though. Tree is the better option. So I can use this twice because of the spell die. So doing that, I can go tree and then tree. So someone did make it, and then I have a ladder one, so this one can come down the ladder for the last die result. Okay, that's not bad. We're making progress. Okay, we're not going to lose a sleep token because somebody made it to the village. We're good. Y'all, I got this new fragrance. It's called Angham by Latafa, and I have a lot. And this one, like, I'm smelling. Have you ever smelled so good? You're just like, oh my gosh, I smell delicious. Me right now. I don't know why. Anyway, it's like a vanilla lavender, which is like the weirdest combination. A few other things, but it smells so good. Anyway, I'm on a weird fragrance kick because, you know, you can't really wear fragrance to work. So I wear it. I work from home, so I wear it at home, you know, before bed. But I don't know. They're really pushing this back to the office thing. And I'm like, oh, I won't be able to wear my fragrances. All right. So let's see. Okay, so wow, we keep rolling this invisibility cloak, which, I mean, I'm not mad at. It allows us to move kids down here, so sure, that's that spell. If I had someone here, I would have just moved them into the village, but... And then I have a ladder, which I could use here. Oh my gosh, I'm losing another token this round. This is really bad. Okay, so I guess I'm using a ladder here. I can't use branches? Oh, that's bad. Well, hold on. Is that the one I want to move then? Hold on. So let's go back. That's the one I used from the invisibility cloak. Back it up. If I use... Because they're just here. I can use any of these ladders. I could go here instead. Use a branch. And use a ladder. Yeah, that's the way we'll do it. Branch, ladder. I'm losing a token, though. So, token, gone. Okay. I'm in trouble. We'll see. Chalcat, I tested a way too expensive perfume, in LA earlier this year and couldn't stop enjoying it all day, but luckily I've forgotten what it was called, so I can't obsess over it. That's the worst. And fragrances are expensive, but these Middle Eastern fragrances that I've been trying, a lot of them are, we'll say some of them are inspired by some of these very expensive fragrances, and some of them are just their own scent profiles. And their pricing is reasonable. Like, I picked them up at Winners, so they're anywhere between $39 to $59 versus I think I have a couple fragrances upstairs that are not Middle Eastern ones, and they're like close to $200. I'm like, ooh, use sparingly. You know what I mean? It's wild. Chalcat, stop calling it out like that, okay? I was trying not to say schmoops online, because sometimes I, like, cut videos and stuff for saying these things. I don't know about Twitch, but I do on some of the other socials. But yes, I would say that could be where it falls. I think some are very close, like for sure schmoops. There's one I have called Victoria, and I have the original fragrance, a Dolce & Gabbana. What's it called? Delicate. I can't remember. Anyway, it smells like a lemon Italian cake or panna cotta or something. Like, it smells so good, and it smells very similar, but the dry down is slightly different. But the notes are similar. Not the same, but similar. So I have probably about 3 of them that I would say fit something else. The one I'm wearing today is supposed to be similar to a Burberry fragrance, which is funny because I think I tried that fragrance. I don't like it at all, but I like this one. So the scent profile is slightly different, but, okay. So we did all the things. Now we get to roll a die. I mean, I don't know. I miss wearing fragrance. Working in an office, so technically, it's not that you're not allowed, but I understand that people have allergies, so I'm not trying to go and suffocate somebody. So I'll usually wear like a light body spray, which kind of fades off really by the time I get to work or something like that. Or there are areas that are designated like scent-free zones, you know, but I'm trying to be mindful. If I go out, I'll wear a little bit, you know, but I don't douse it. Today I'm at home and I'm just like, gosh, I smell really good. Would I wear this much regularly? No. It's hard because you want to wear it, but then at the same time, you don't want to be that person, you know? Okay, so the spell die we have is triple chance. You can re-roll an unused die up to 3 times. You can re-roll the same die several. Okay, blah, blah, blah. So we need to get someone in the village or we're going to be in trouble. And right now, oh, I can in fact. So we can use a cobweb to get this little person in. So we're not going to lose a die. Sorry, we're not going to lose a sleep token. But I can re-roll this cobweb, which I think is probably best because I can't get anywhere without it. So we're going to re-roll this die here. Like, seriously? It refuses to roll any... Oh my god. Literally, I need stone or tree at this point. Okay, I'll take the tree. But we're still not losing a sleep token because we got somebody in the village. Sweet. Alright, here we go. Oh, finally I roll stone, like 5 years later. And then we have the spell is flight. Choose an unused bridge die and turn it to any side you like. Not mad at that. Ideally, if we can get this one down here, so we could do cobweb stone. I don't even need that die, actually, because I can just get this person right in. So, cobweb stone. In. Perfect. So we don't need to use it. We don't have to. So, great. We're not losing a token. Okay, I was panicking a little bit that this was going to be really difficult, but... Okay, here we go. I have to say, I'm not usually one for music in the background. I don't even know how well you all can hear, but I have my, like, the lo-fi on. It's actually very calming. Usually music and games and stuff, I'm like, oh, it gives me stress. But this is, like, chill. I'm okay with it. Ooh. I don't know who is in one of their avatars. You have the really cool, like, headgear. That's awesome. I don't think I'd seen that one. I tried downloading some new avatars, like Pokemon and stuff, but it's a lot. So I'm going to have to go through and do, like, a revamp. I tried sitting down with this. It's a lot. Like, I spent hours on this stuff figuring it out because it's all, like, programming and stuff, and I'm not super adept with that. But yeah, so I don't know. Do you think I should add Pokemon characters, Smash Brothers characters? What are your thoughts? Give me some thoughts on it. I also don't want to reset characters if people have a character. Like, I don't want to take any out that people are using, so. Okay. Did I roll? Yes, I think I did. So that is the triple roll. Yeah, okay. These are new results. If not, that's what we're going with because I don't remember. This person's just, like, never moving from here. So that's the reroll. So I could, in fact, reroll a die or... Actually, tree. I can bring this one down here. No, I'm going to reroll a die because honestly, this is wild. Let's reroll the tree. A tree again. Wow, this one is just not... Oh my god. Well, the spell die didn't help me at all there. Like 0. So, yeah, that's not great. So I guess we're moving this kid down here. No. Oh my gosh, that's worse. I can only use one of the dice. Oh, yeah, that was bad. I really screwed myself there. Yep. Guess that's happening. And I have nowhere to go. Oh, no. So yeah, losing another sleep token here. We are down to 3. Will we make it? I don't know. We still have 3 kids. I don't know. I need that one that lets me move twice. Okay, finally we got some rocks. Oh, wait. What's this? Sleep? So that's a new spell. Sound asleep. Do not discard a dream token during this turn, even if you are supposed to discard it. So, doesn't even matter at this point. I love it. So, okay, well, I guess we're doing rocks. And then we can't use the ladder there, so the ladder is going to be here. Okay. That's seemingly okay. And we don't lose any sleep tokens because of our spell die. Okay. Might maybe make it. Okay, we like the invisibility. Unfortunately, it's not usable now because we don't have... from an island to the village, we don't have anybody in either of those areas. Like, none here, so I can't really use it, which sucks. Yeah, that is very bad. Because we can't use the blue ladder. I can use this one to come down here with a cobweb. Oh my gosh, I was so close. That sucks. but no blue ladder. Poop a loop. Well, that's trash, everybody. I wonder if you could just, like, move back up. Well, it doesn't. Why would you want to move back? That doesn't make any sense. But we're losing a sleep token because Dragon's like, nah, I'm not about that life. So now we get to roll again. I don't think I'm going to make it. Oh my gosh, what is with this roll? This is not good. Okay, so that die is going to be helpful because that's the one that lets us turn a die to any side we want. But this child is going to make it because we're going to use one of these. Now we need to turn this to any side. It's going to have to be rocks. It's the only way we're getting down here. So we'll turn this one to rocks using the spell die. Bloop. But we don't lose a dream token because somebody got to the village. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. Did you get rid of your snake friend, Mumsy? Oh. Well, you faced your fears. That's what counts, and Chad is happy for you. Okay, so this lets me re-roll, which I'm gonna have to do because I literally can't get out of here. So I should re-roll the tree. So let's just push these up here so I get them out of the way. So I got stone based on that re-roll, so I'm gonna take it. Although, do I want to take it? Ideally, I should try and get... No, let's use this. I'm going to lose a token, but this will be stuck here forever. And... Oh, wait. No, I can't do that. Because... if I use the stone, I'm stuck here. I can't use the other one. The other one's just going to push me here. Ew. No. Now I could re-roll this die to give me something else. Tree, I have one more re-roll. And it literally gave me the exact same thing that I had. Well, that's not how I saw that going. So we'll use a stone, and then I'll just move this here for options. But I am going to lose a sleep token. Which means, everybody, I am down to 1 sleep token. So if somebody doesn't make it back next turn, I have a problem. Actually, the dragon will win. Not next turn, sorry, the turn after. You have to have no tokens. Oh, that one in here, that would have been like right in there. Wow. That's so bad. So I can use the... That's not true. I can use this after. So I can go here with the tree, and then here with the ladder, and then use the invisibility cloak because it allows me to move from the shoreline into the village. Yes. I forgot. Because this die can be used before, during, or after. And I might have forgotten that on a turn, actually. So, I don't lose a dream token. Okay, everybody. We might win this. Okay. So I do get a reroll, but first, let's use the cobwebs. And then I can reroll this to get... I need branches. That's the only thing. So I get 3 chances to do that. Oh, heyo! I did it! By the skin of my teeth, apparently, but I did it. Look at that. And now it says, end of the game. If all 8 kids reach the village, the players win. Yeah. Okay, sorry. That was very good. I didn't think it was gonna go that way. Because it was looking rough. But we won! Yay! So there you go, everybody. That is Escape the Dragon. So yeah, I mean, it's not challenging. Hey, thanks, everybody. But if you have children, or hey, if you just want something light and easy, I mean, this is, honestly, I like just throwing dice around, doing a thing. There's like a little strategy happening there, but you can make it more challenging by using fewer of these. So we used 8, maybe try it with 6, you know, and see how well you do. Yeah, that's an option. So there you go. All right, well, that was fun. Let me swing back over to my other camera. Ooh, there we go. All right. I think that went really well. I just wanted something light this week because I feel like I've been running around and busy with other stuff. So I needed like a little bit of a break with that. So next Friday, I think I'm going to do Forage. No, I don't remember what I have on the schedule, but it's another solo game. It might be one of the small ones, or I have a whole bunch of Button Shy games. I'm almost wondering if I should just do a stream where we just play through like a bunch of button shy games. So if there are button shy games that you're like, oh, I want to see this, I literally have, if they're solo, I have a couple that are not solo, but if they're solo, I have them. So you can send me an email at saltandsassgames@gmail.com if there's one you want to see. Or maybe I'll just pull out a few on a stream and then just a nice cuppa. Yeah, I just got that one actually. So we can definitely do that. Let me, where's my little pen? That's okay. I'll make a note of it. Oh, you know what? Let me note it on my little notepad here on here because I'm going to put it. I'll forget if I don't. So let's go here. Let's go. You know those little sticky notes? Sticky. No, not that. Sticky. There we go. Sticky notes. Anybody else for suggestions? So I'll put a nice cuppa. Okay. Well, if you think of any, you know where to find me on the socials or whatever. Let me just make a little note here. Button shy. Okay. Yeah, so I can do that, and I'll try and learn the rules in advance. If not, just walk through it quickly. I don't think it'll be super complicated. And then if someone wants to see anything else, I'll have a few available. Like, I have a lot, and I would really like to play more of them, so that would be really, really good. So, who is on the old Twitch today? I feel like I stream at a time where people are not really on, per se. Oh, Mandy's online. I think we should... I'm really bad at this. I'm trying to be better at this. Stuff. I feel like I'm an old person when I do this stuff. That's why. Like, how do I do this? Tommy. Yeah. Okay. Let's go raid Mandy. See how she's doing. Thanks all for joining me. I'll be back on Monday at lunch. And, yeah. We'll talk soon. Have a great weekend and play lots of games. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do a raid. Yeah. Let's head on out. Hold on. It's going in 7, 6, 5. There's like a whole little countdown. This is great. I'm here for it. And we go now. Okay. Bye, everybody.